Brett, I know it was a little slow start offensively for you guys. Was it just out of sync a little bit early on, or what do you think was, from your perspective, what was happening there early in the game?
I think it was a combination of things. There were a couple missed throws that I had, and then also they showed some things that confused us a little bit at the beginning, but we were able to figure those out, and I'm glad that we were able to turn it around.
Asked a lot of the other offensive guys, the defense really set the tone early with some 3-and-outs and forced a turnover early to get your first score. How much did that kind of get this entire team going today in your mind?
It's huge. You feed off the defense's momentum and the enthusiasm, and the fact that it took us a while to get going. They never missed a beat, so we were able to get back into a rhythm thanks to them. We didn't have to come back for anything. We just we were the ones to strike first, and I thought they did an outstanding job today. Best I've ever seen play.
How encouraged, Brett, are you? The fact that you guys might have been off, it still produced 42 points, put up 500+ yards long.
Yeah, that's great. Just the fact that it was an off day and we were still able to put up those numbers and that many points is great. But at the same time, you're not going to be able to do that all year. So obviously we're going to enjoy it and diagnose those issues tomorrow.
Brett, when you start out, 1 of 10 or whatever it was, and then you go 13 for your next 14, what do you tell yourself in between that time? Do you have to sort of recharge mentally, or just what's your thought process there?
Yeah, a little bit. I was aware that there were a lot of incompletions. We weren't completing many passes, and basically when I'm in that scenario, I just try to remind myself that it's a long game, and what I try to do is just kind of remind myself to take what they give me and not make me go for the home run ball every time. But there's nothing wrong with completing a few 3-4 yard passes to kind of spread out the defense a little bit. So we did that a little bit, and then we were able to open it up a little bit later. I thought that was great.
Were you frustrated at all?
Not really. I mean, maybe a little, just because I'm a competitive guy, so I want to be perfect every time. But at the same time, I knew that we were going to be able to put points on the board as long as we execute and not let that stuff get to us.
Brett, I know you kind of keep climbing up the record list. I think now you're the school record holder for touchdowns responsible for, and keep climbing up the total yardage list. I mean, I know records really, individual records don't mean a lot to you, but when you hear some of those things, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good because that means that we're putting points on the board and doing well as an offense.
When you hit Dom 3 straight times there for touchdowns in the second half, was it something that you saw with him, or was it just a situational where it just happened to be hitting him a couple times in a row there?
Combination of both. He's a great player. I want to give him some credit, but also it was a part of the reads, and he just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and he did a great job getting open each time, and so he did a great job. I was proud of him.